When most people think sporty BMWs, they usually think of the 3 Series, the 328i, the 335i, and of course, the M3. But there's one car that's always overlooked, and that is the 1 Series. So, you all know this car's OEM stock specs. 300 horsepower, 300 foot-pounds of torque. But this car is not exactly stock, and let me explain. It has a flash from Dinan. Its ECU has been reworked, conservatively, to the tune of 380 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque, claimed. That's 120 foot-pounds of torque more than you get stock. I've driven a stock N54 engine and I don't get out of it and think, can use some more torque, but when you drop down a couple of gears and just good Lord, oh my God, it's amazing. Around where I live, you don't see this car a lot, and I think that's a real shame because the 135i's resume is very appealing, and in some ways, I think more appealing than the 335. This car looks great. It has a classic 3-box design with a super long hood, a short trunk, and you really feel like you're sitting right in the middle of the car. It feels just right. So let's talk about that engine. In my opinion, the N54 is simply a masterpiece. From the way that it delivers its smooth power band when you want it to be, or when you're trying to have some fun, it can be an absolute animal. With this N54 engine, you can find it on many platforms throughout BMW, ranging from an X5 to the sporty Z35 IS. The N54 in the E82 chassis, apart from the 1M, is the best placement of this engine. This car also has BMW's short shift kit. Now, while the car's OEM was good, it felt kind of spongy going from one gear to the next. You knew you were going to the gear, but when you have the BMW short shift kit, it feels notchy and direct. It really feels good in your hand and it inspires confidence. It's no surprise that BMW went to Brembo for the brakes on this car. It has 6 pistons up front and 4 in the rear. It has a great initial bite when you first lay into the brake pedal, but it doesn't stop there, because if you go further, it stops even more ferociously, and it delivers all the braking you'll ever need, whether you're on public roads or even on the track. Also, I want to mention that the pedal placement on this car is really good. It makes rev matching and heel and towing extremely easy. Let's talk about the size of this car. Don't be fooled. This car is small, but because of that, you can easily fit it in the lanes, park it, drive it quickly, and when you find yourself on the racetrack, place it very easily. As far as the interior goes, this car comes with everything that a car enthusiast might want. It doesn't come with a sunroof. It doesn't come with navigation. But what it does come with is a steering wheel, a couple of seats, rear-wheel drive, and that engine. In my opinion, the car's stance can really change the look of the car. And the 135's original 18-inch rims were nice, but when you get a set of custom-made 1 Series CSL replicas made by VMR, it makes it look completely amazing. As you car guys know, bolting on an exhaust and an intake is simple, but finding the right ones, that can take a really long time. It just so happens that BMW, through their Performance Parts division, offers the best sounding exhaust for this car. And it sounds aggressive when you want it to be. It sounds smooth when you need it to be. And matched with this BMS DCI intake, it makes all the right noises. It's almost archaic now to drive a car that actually has some steering feel. But being hydraulically assisted, it's good at being communicative to the driver and allows you to place the car exactly where you need to. It gives you great road feedback right at the tip of your fingers. This car comes equipped with BMW's M Sport suspension, and I've got to say, it feels really good. It's compliant when you're daily driving, but when you find yourself on a back road, it's actually really confidence inspiring. It gives you the right amount of feedback. So one of the reasons why I wanted to review this car is that the price is finally starting to come down and become more readily available for car enthusiasts. You can get a decent 135i for about 18 to 24,000 if you want something with a little bit lower kilometers. This car is one of the best chassis now that you can buy on the used market because it is so tuner friendly. You throw in a few $1,000s in a tune, downpipe, exhaust, and an intake, and you'll be making close to 400 wheel horsepower, if not more. So the sun is setting and I'm realizing that my time with this car is coming to an end. And if I'm honest, that kind of makes me sad. But I had an absolute blast driving this car. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and until next time, go out for that drive. You won't regret it. I know I haven't.